Welcome back to Sabal Kings, everybody. So do y'all remember that video on Friday where Dad showed you that huge, no, not, was it a huge box?
It was a huge box.
Huge box where he said that something special was inside, and y'all tried to guess, and nothing was even close. So now he's going to tell you and walk you through planting it and stuff.
All right, so thanks everybody. So yes, nobody guessed. Everybody actually had palms, which it makes sense because we plant a lot of sabals around here. This is actually a fruit tree, and Sebastian can show you guys kind of what's around here. So next to him on his right is a pluot. It's a pretty big pluot, and over on his left is another pluot. We have an apricot
right there
tree. Yep, that's a pluot. Go over there and show him the apricot to your left, all the way up. Top of the hill. Up there. Yeah, so that's an apricot as well. And then the last thing I'm going to plant, at least for right now, is down over here. So this is an apricot tree again. So this is what's actually called a Hunza Apricot. So if you don't know what a Hunza Apricot is, it is from the mountains in the Hunza region in Pakistan. And I guess you can take a Google. No, come look over here. You can take a Google, take a look at what this thing is. But this is a very interesting apricot tree.
Whoa.
I picked this for a variety of reasons. And one of the reasons is we get late frost here in North Texas quite often. Like today, we got 29 degrees, and it's March the 19th. We should be done by now, but we got another frost. And these apricots, just like the Chinese Mormon apricot up there, were picked because they have very late flowering. The two pluots are apples. Everybody else is already flowered. That one is just now leafing out. This is a bare root tree, obviously, but this thing still would not have leafed out yet. This thing wouldn't blossom. This thing waits until everything is done and then it blossoms. So I picked it for that reason. Because I'll get a reliable apricot crop out of the Hunza. The other reason is the Hunza people, I guess, in Pakistan, they routinely live to like 105 years. They eat the kernels of this thing. They almost literally live on an exclusive diet of the Hunza apricot. This is like a staple. So we have 2 apricots, 2 pluots, tons of other stuff around here. But this was the other one I was looking around for, and I had to wait 10 months to get this thing, but I'm gonna go put this thing in the ground. So without any further ado, I'm gonna take it from this bucket and go ahead and put it in the ground, and then we'll come back after I plant it. So we got this guy in the ground. As you can see, he doesn't have anything growing yet. This is a bare root tree. It'll leaf out in the next week or so with everybody else. But what I did was got a nice big hole. Got a bunch of animal bedding and put some Osmocote in there. I have compost from our compost pile. The one thing I do need to do, which I highly recommend, especially here in Texas, is mulch. I need to go get some mulch. Actually, I'm going to do a big old top layer of mulch before we get our rain on Wednesday to help with our sun, heat, and evaporation. So that's the one thing I have to do. And what I'll do is I'll do updates on this thing as it leafs out, as it grows. This is a pretty special apricot that I hope to get tons of apricots out of, and we're going to show you guys doing some research, trying to get all the fruit that we can, all the things that we can out of this thing. So kernels, I'll roast the kernels, I'll get the insides of the kernels, we'll dry out the apricots themselves, we'll actually eat the fresh apricots, all that kind of stuff. So my hope is to live like the Hunza people on this apricot tree, if you will. So with that, thank you everybody for allowing me to play the guessing game with everybody. I appreciate all the guesses. Come back and watch this thing grow. Thanks everybody.